pushing back on that controversial move by President Trump to take control of the city's police and deploy the National Guard. NBC's Gabe Gutierrez is on the streets of Washington. Gabe, good morning.
Hey there, Craig. Good morning. National Guardsmen can now be seen here in the streets of D.C. outside of federal monuments, but it was a police checkpoint that was set up overnight in northwest D.C. in a residential commercial area that raised tensions here in the nation's capital. More than 100 protesters gathered and began heckling the officers. The checkpoint was set up by local police as well as other federal law enforcement agencies, and this all came as President Trump, for the first time, said that he planned to extend the federalization of D.C.'s police department beyond the 30 days allowed without congressional approval.
We're going to be asking for extensions on that, long-term extensions, because you can't have 30 days. I don't want to call national emergency. If I have to, I will. But I think the Republicans in Congress will approve this pretty much unanimously.
The White House also now saying that National Guard operations here in D.C. will expand to 24/7, not just in the evening hours. Now, Democrats are calling all of this overreach, and some local politicians here in Washington are using the Trump administration's takeover of the district's police department to renew their calls for D.C. statehood, an idea the president is calling, quote, ridiculous. Craig.
All right, Gabe Gutierrez for us there in Washington. Gabe, thank you.
Police in Pennsylvania are looking for a pair of suspects wanted in an armored truck robbery. That brazen heist happened at a supermarket near Philly. So watch this. The Brinks truck driver is followed by two armed men. Police say the robbers then ordered the driver to turn over his gun and then took the 2 bags of money and got away with more than $700,000 in cash. That heist, the latest in a series of armored truck robberies across Pennsylvania. Unclear whether any of these cases are connected.
Well, now to a new warning over sleep health. A global study finds that weekend habits like late-night drinking, smoking, may be linked to a newly identified sleep disorder called social apnea. Here to explain exactly what that is, NBC News medical contributor Dr. Natalie Azar. So this is a new one, social apnea.
Yeah.
What exactly is it, and why are we blaming weekends on it?
So, right. Well, this is how I think of it. Think of it as the benefit of sleep. So you have two different conditions or situations, that is sleep apnea plus partying on the weekend. And together that is creating something called social apnea. So what these experts did, they looked at data of over 70,000 people worldwide, and they found that there was a significant uptick in moderate to severe obstructive sleep apnea following a weekend of drinking alcohol, of smoking cigarettes, not taking your CPAP, using your CPAP appliances. In fact, there was an 18% higher incidence or likelihood of moderate to severe sleep apnea symptoms.
On a weekend versus during
on the weekend versus during the week.
This feels like a fun way of describing